Hey, good evening, good evening, good evening. So, um, YouTube always does this. YouTube is taking its time. So, I don't know. I think I'm actually on my iPad with YouTube and I'm on my laptop with YouTube. Hey, Hassani, what's up, girl? Good evening, Facebook. Good evening, YouTube. YouTube is doing this thing, y'all. I'm trying to get YouTube together, trying to get it together. I actually have my iPad. Like I said, I have my iPad up for YouTube, and then I have my laptop here. I've been told my laptop is kind of choppy, not as clear. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right. Good evening, everybody. Hey, Gary. Good evening. Good evening. So, how was everyone's day? Everyone have a good day? I hope y'all had a good day. I had a good day. All right, we're gonna get started. We're gonna get started. It is 8 o'clock on the dot. I am on time. This on time thing is working out real nice. It's working out real nice. So it's 8 o'clock on the dot. I'm gonna get started. Welcoming everyone. Welcoming YouTube again. Welcoming Facebook. YouTube is here. YouTube is here. Facebook is here. So if y'all see me do this a little bit, still talking to the same, talking to everybody, talking to everybody. All right, so we're gonna get started. So good evening. Welcome to Real Life Relationship Growth. This is our weekly segment called Camper Conversations. We come together every week. We were coming together on Friday evenings. I switched it up for various reasons. We're coming together on Thursdays now. Thursday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right? All right. So, I like to do a few things before we get started. Welcome to people who are brand new, who are here brand new. I always go ahead and get started, even though the numbers a little low on Facebook or on YouTube, because all the videos are posted. The videos are posted on YouTube. The videos are posted on Facebook. So you can go back as many times as you like. You can go back later. If you miss something, you can stop it, rewind it, whatever. Make your comments and keep it pushing, because I still will see the comments. Everyone will still see your comments. And we still can have discussions. We do that a lot. We still have discussions on videos and topics. Hey, Jerome. Hey. We still have discussions on videos and topics that are posted. So if you have not joined the Real Life Relationship Growth YouTube channel, please go subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you won't miss a thing. So, Real Life Relationship Growth, something that started about a year and a half now ago. I thought it was a great idea to come together. Now, Camper Conversations, for those that don't know, I have a fifth wheel camper. Started out there, but took this thing, hey Mike, took this thing away from the camper because I didn't have power to it, okay? So we ended up in my home. So welcome to my home, all right? So also, one more thing. I am planning a singles mixer in Atlanta. Um, Trying to get the dates together, trying to decide when's the best time. So hey, y'all give y'all input. Give y'all input. Singles mixer, a weekend. We want to come together, games, fun, outside, inside, trying to find a venue. Because hey, Kevin, because we're going to have a live forum camper conversation discussion. Now, married folks, don't want y'all to feel left out, because we want y'all there too. It's actually going to be on a Saturday evening to give people time to get in town. We're going to block off some hotel rooms, all that good stuff. We're going to plan a fun weekend. So you all look out for that. Announcements coming even more for that as I prepare it. And if you want to help plan, please, let me know. I got a lot going on my plate, but I would love to add this, but I need some help doing it. All right, fellas, y'all too. Fellas, let me say a shout out to my fellas. I get so many topics because the topics that we discuss come from everybody. They're not just me. They come from everybody. So I get topics that are inboxed to me. Ladies, the fellas, are still topping y'all on sending topics and matters and things to discuss. So we discuss all type of things here, whether they're serious, whether they're funny, whether they're sexual, whether they're married issues, single issues, all of those things, because this place is for single, married, divorced, courting, widow or widowers. Did I say that right? I didn't say that right. I think I said it in the wrong order. This page, this group is for people who are single. I'm sorry, single, courting, married, divorced, or widowers. Okay? That means you, if you're watching, if you're here, if you're part of this family, you belong here. We are not here to tell people what to do. We're here to love on one another. And something that I've been through in my life, you may not have dealt with as yet. And what I tell you, the advice that I give you, the ideas and thoughts that I have may be helpful. And the same way, vice versa. There are a lot of things on here that don't apply to everybody. If it applies to you, hey, take it. What works, what doesn't, throw it away. This page is all about helping one another, loving on one another, and growing healthy relationships, because this is a real thing for us. We are real adults living this real life, and you know, we want to try to do it the best we can. So if you have some advice, some input, yo, throw it out there. Throw it out there. The topic tonight. The topic tonight came to me. The topic came to me. As y'all know, I love TikTok. Not yet, sir. I love TikTok. So when people send me TikTok videos or whatever, I'm on TikTok and I share a lot to the page. Please, please, please share to the page. The only thing that you will not see shared to the page that you share, because I have to look at it first to be sure we all cool, we all doing the right thing, the best possible, if it's bashing. We don't bash men, we don't bash women. We don't talk about people. We make jokes and things like that, but they aren't derogatory, they aren't insultive. And if you are insulted by something, please, please, please feel free to inbox me and say, hey, that kind of hit personal, and we can talk about it. Okay? All right. But send your topics. So the topic tonight came to me. It's a TikTok video. It came in the form of a TikTok video. And it's talking about a man wanting a woman to be his peace. Asking a woman to be his peace. So, y'all know I'm not computer savvy, techie, all of that. I need some help with this thing. So when I play this video, I posted the video last night. Hopefully y'all got to look at it. If you did not get to look at the video, I'm going to play it now because there's short snippets. I'm going to play it in your hearing so you can hear it. It's not necessary to see it. I can't hold it up, but I want you to hear it. You're welcome to go back, of course, and watch the video again for yourself so you can catch what you may have missed. And we're going to get into this thing. So here we go. Excuse me. I'm going to play this. If you guys are having a hard time hearing me, YouTube or whatever, type in the chat. Let me know. I see people on YouTube, but I don't know who's on YouTube. Facebook, I can see who's on here. The majority. And your comments, I'm going to try to hit all of them, y'all. If I miss something, please forgive me. We'll come back and respond. But this is the video. I'm going to play the video.
All women, to all women, I am here to tell you that you have been lied to, hoodwinked, you have been bamboozled. You have fell for the okie doke. You have fell for it. This whole ideology of being a man's peace is a precursor. It is the beginning. It is the beginning appetizer to a toxic and demonic relationship that you will regret down the line. Here's why. The very idea that you have to be this man's peace is the indication that there is no order present in his life, that there are things out of place in his life, It means that you have to eventually step into roles and responsibilities that you shouldn't have to if you pursue a relationship or a marriage with him. And so, which is going to by default create more stress, drama, and anxiety in your life because you're trying to be something that this man should already have mastered. And when you can't master your mind, you can't create order. When you can't create order, you can't at all create peace. So in order for a man to have peace, he has to dominate his mind. He has to put in order the areas and the affairs of his own life, and that creates peace. You cannot create peace. You can't be peace. You can be a peaceful woman. What you can do is be a peaceful woman, to not add to those stresses, but you can't be his peace. You can't be peace for him. He got to be able to dominate and master peace by himself in order to be successful at having a relationship with you. It got to be done like that. There is no other way. You can't supplement. You can't come in and create it, because if you try to come in and be anything that he's supposed to do, you by default end up emasculating him. You end up by default emasculating him. You make him soft. A man should be strong enough to dominate his mind. That's the one thing that a man can control. He can control his mind. If he can control his mind, he can control his environment by putting order into the environment, because his mind is under subjection. That's what creates peace for a man, not a woman. Stop being his peace.
All right. He said, stop being his peace. Okay, y'all. Okay. First thing I'd like to ask a question. And the question is, what does it mean, men? What does it mean when you tell a woman that you want her to be your peace? Ladies, what do you think it means? What does it mean to you when a man says to you, he wants you to be his peace? He wants you to be his peace. What does it mean to you when a man says he wants you to be his peace? And ladies, what do you think a man means when he says he wants you to be his peace? Don't do this, phone. Let me plug this up, because... All right, here we go. So y'all tell me, like men? I'm going to go here, hopefully. Here we go. Okay. I don't want to miss anybody's comments. Anyone's comments. All right. So what does it mean, fellas? Brothers, what does it mean? Peace. P-E-A-C-E, Mike. P-E-A-C-E. Peace. Peace. I see you ain't pay attention to the video. What does it mean, fellas, when y'all tell a woman she has to be your peace? Or you expect her to be your peace. You want her to be your peace. What does that mean? And ladies, when a man tells you, when he says he wants you to be his peace, what does that mean to you? Like, what does that mean to you? All right. Here we go. Hey, sis. All right. Claudette said, yeah, I'm 50. Claudette said he wants understanding, compassion, passion. He wants that hot bath when he comes home in the evening, when you've had a long day off and he hasn't. He wants good food, good love, you. Michael said, I have never thought of such a thing. Ha. I have never thought of such a thing. Mikey, you're going to have to come back and tell me what that means. You have never thought of such a thing. Being that you said it that way, Mike said he has never thought of such a thing. Kevin said, being my peace is being that calm presence when I'm having a rough day. I don't want to battle with my lady after battling the world at all. Excuse me. I want to come home without having to deal with drama. Deal with drama. Okay. Okay. So Claudette, you answered um what you think a man is saying. I need to know as a woman, what does it mean to you? What do you think? What are your thoughts when a man says a woman has to be his peace? Gary said, "I don't want my woman to be my peace, but I need her, I'm sure, but I need her to be peaceable." To be peaceable. Hey, Kiana. I need her to be peaceable. Gary said, "I don't need my woman to be my peace, but I need her to be peaceable." Okay. Okay. Let me make sure I get everybody kind of answer that once too. So what does it mean? The question I asked, men, what does it mean when you say you want a woman to be your peace? And ladies, what does it mean to you when a man says that? What does that say to you? What does that mean to you when a man says that? That he needs you to be his peace. Thank you, fellas. Thank y'all for answering. All right, sis. So y'all know my sister and I, Claudette Brown is my sister. That's my big sister. So my sister and I always hit off of each other. Excuse me, man. My sister and I always hit off of each other. She gives some good topics, and she also is my kind of practice. We kind of practice and we talk because, yeah, this ain't easy. I love y'all. I enjoy this, but I'm always nervous when I get started. All right. So, Pete. So, based on the video, no, let me go back. So, there were some comments that were given when I posted the video. There were some comments that were given. Charmin Charlie said he's making a lot of sense. She said he's making a lot of sense. Christopher Elmore said, I call him Smiles, that's my boy Smiles, being a peaceful woman is literally being a man's peace. But he has to word like men and wrong let me try to figure out what he's saying. But he has to word like men and wrong to get them likes and views. I guess he's talking about the guy that did the video. So let's just go with the part he's saying about peace. Being a peaceful woman is literally being a man's peace, is what Christopher said. Jerome said, failure, disappointment, bitterness, and resentment will surely be the outcome of such a relationship. Sadly, many women will deceive themselves thinking that they can change this mentality in broken men. Oh, I didn't see this. Tony said, I want my mommy syndrome. Oh. Okay. Ricky said, stop being his peace if you want to. I promise you another woman will fill that slot if you fail in that department. And that's coming from a man who is loyal. That's what Tony said. Okay. That's what Tony said. So there were quite a few comments when I originally posted the video. Under the video that I posted, there were quite a few comments, and we heard those comments. Being his peace. So my thoughts, the answer I would say on this question that I posed to you guys, that when a man says to me he needs me to be his peace, that to me is an immediate red flag. That is an immediate red flag. And I was talking to a guy over the summer. A friend, talking to a friend, who's a guy, and we were considering exploring a relationship. We were considering exploring a relationship. And he said to me, I need you to be my peace. And honestly, when he said it so matter of fact that I think he really felt like in his mind or heard somewhere that that's what you're supposed to say. And that's what you're supposed to expect for your woman to be your peace. Now, let's be clear and understand. He said a peaceful woman, a woman should be peaceful. Totally agree. To me, being a peaceful woman means, and a lot of women hate this word, but men use it, so we're gonna reference it. To me, a peaceful woman means not nagging, not having a whole bunch of drama going on around her or within her. A peaceful woman to me means that when we have a disagreement or altercation and something we can't agree on, or we argue, because arguing is a part of relationships. Y'all could go around and act like I don't want to argue. We don't argue, whatever. Arguing is a part of relationships. How you argue is the key, though. How you argue. I see you, Mike. I'm coming. Hey, Finley. How you argue is the key. But my thing is, if we have an argument, if we have a disagreement, we have to consider who we are and how we feel about one another, how we handle this argument. To me, being a peaceful woman is, I want to tell you how I feel. I want to tell you how you upset me. I want to tell you how you hurt my feelings. But at the same time, I want you to understand and know that I love you in the process. All right, Finley? How I feel, and let you know in the process how we can help one another through our feelings. All right. So Mike said, being drama-free gives me peace. Alone time with my own thoughts gives me peace. I'm not bothering you with drama, so do the same for me. I draw, run, hit the gym, and hang out by myself at times, and that gives me peace. It's not the same for everyone. Everyone is a philosopher now. Too much overanalyzing from the guy in this video, and that's his opinion. Claudia said, I would have to ask, what does peace look like to you? I'm assuming you're talking to me, sis. I think I answered. And we'll come back to it some more. Kevin said, the woman is the peace whether or not you or she acknowledges it. The world is literally on shoulders dealing with worldly and cultural expectations. Women by nature are the nurturers and the voice of calmness. The fact that a man can say he wants his woman to be his peace is and it becomes a subject of debate is indicative to the divide between black men and women. If a man tells you what he needs, believe that. It's the same when women tell her man what she wants. The same when women tell her man what she wants. I love that. I love that, Kevin, and I appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Mike. I appreciate that too. That thought process. I believe we all can appreciate that. So let's go, because y'all know we come from all perspectives. We all want to come when we have the topics and discussions, and we want to talk about the perfect side of things. And we should. We should talk about the things that make it feel good, that make it right, that we can discuss on both spectrums, male and female, and learn from one another. Because like Kevin just said, when a man tells you how they feel or how they think, listen to them. And the same thing, when a woman tells you how she feels and how she thinks, we have to listen to one another. But let me put it on this perspective. Mike made a point of everybody's a philosopher, and everybody is. Mike, you're a philosopher. I'm a philosopher. Claudia's a philosopher. Gary's a philosopher. Jerome's a philosopher. Everybody on here is a philosopher. We are philosophers in our experiences in life. So we are philosophers. So when we say something and we put it out there to one another, we're coming from a place of passion because that's my experience. So the gentleman that made this video, and he's not the only one. Kevin actually posted a video on his page that he shared. I don't know if he shared it from Real Life Relationship Growth, but I had shared it sometime before. And he was also talking about women beware of men, talking about you being their peace. So let's get a quick understanding of what they're saying, because again, we talk about the good side. Let's talk about the negative side. The women that I see responding, that I saw responded total opposite of you men. You know why we responded total opposite of you men? Because we're talking about the toxic dude. Now, you all that are responding on here obviously aren't the toxic dudes. Gary said, I don't need my woman to bring me my peace. That's not her job. Kevin is saying, breaking down the peace that he looks for and the expectation of peace that he has, and Mike, and so on and so forth. But let's hit the side of it, y'all, where that toxic dude, like I said, the gentleman told me he needed me to be his peace because I need you to do certain things and bring a calm to me. And if I'm having a rough day, if you can't be my peace, then we can't be together. Oh, okay. I have no problem with that. Because to me, bringing that peace, and my sister said something earlier, I need her to type it. My sister said something earlier that hit the nail on the head. Why we as women see that as a toxic trait. And this man is coming from a place of talking about a relationship that is not only toxic, but he threw demonic in there. And when I watched the video, it caught my attention because I've heard that more than one time. And truth be told, y'all know my transparency. Y'all know what I'm saying. Most of you that have been around and know the situation. I was in a relationship that had this very mindset. And you live and you learn. And I never looked at it. When he said to me, I need you to be my peace, I looked at it from the perspective of I knew what I needed to bring, because being a peaceful woman is necessary. Like some of the things and traits Kevin mentioned. But his piece was talking about, I need you to, like if I'm having a rough day, and let me clear that up, let me say it. When I'm having a rough day, I need you to bring peace to me when I come in the door. When there's a situation that I can't handle, you need to be that peace for me. And my thought process was, if I have peace to give to you, that means I have learned how to be a peaceful woman. I have learned to be peace for myself. I have learned my source of peace and my source of strength. Why do I need to give that to you when we should be bringing that to one another in different? If I have the peace, where's yours? Like, where's yours? Let me read some of your comments. I don't want to get too far going. Kevin said the woman is a peace. I don't know. I have to keep resetting this one. But let's go from here. Clutter said, can you be peace by not breaking peace in someone else's life? Can you be peace by not breaking peace in someone else's life? Trying to understand this, sis. Can you kind of, maybe it's just me, but I'm not really kind of understanding the question. Let me read Mike's um while I kind of get clarity from what my sister's saying. Mike said, "We will never think like women, and that is what I see what women are missing. Our experience together will and should help us understand one another's knowledge of self, and learning your partners may come in due time. So have patience if you truly want it to work. After a while, you'll be able to look at your mate and see that, nope, not right now. I can see this isn't the time to talk. Unless it's absolutely necessary, of course, that's different. That's different. It's I don't think, Mike, it's us as women wanting you all to think like us, because we can't. Like, we can't think like you all. And you all can't think like us, like you're saying, vice versa. But it does take time for us to learn one another and know one another. And that's a constant work. That's a constant something that we have to do. But what I'm saying, because remember, Charming Charlie also made a comment, and she said that this makes so much sense to me. Like, I get what he's saying. And I got what he was saying when he was addressing us as women. Hey, Lisa, I got what he was saying when he was addressing us as women, because I believe that if not all women, not all women, most women have had some type of experience in this, with a man coming with toxic traits. We're talking about the toxic traits. I love the positives that you guys are giving. I love that. But we're talking about the toxic traits, and why this video and videos of its kind are necessary warnings, and can be necessary warnings, and just necessary thoughts to be put out. Woo! Kevin, you be writing, brother. Let me try to get it. I don't know why. I gotta keep refreshing this, y'all, but I'm gonna keep refreshing it to try to get everybody's comment. Because, Kevin, yours is not coming in. I see it on my iPhone, but it's not coming through. It's coming through slower. Excuse me. Let me say that. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here it is. Kevin said, being my peace is not putting up with toxic behavior or being an enabler of abuse. Being my peace isn't a pass for me to talk down to my woman or let me do what I want. Most women have that spidey sense to know when her man is stressed and bothered, whether it's job related or financial. A simple baby thing's gonna be all right is that peace. Now, who wants to be my peace? Kevin said, "Now who wants to be my peace?" That was good, Kevin. I like how you smooth into that one, Kevin. Nice, brother. Who wants to be Kevin's peace? Love it, love it, love it. So, Kevin, again, I mean, get your point. Get your point. I get your point, and I'm sure others get your point as well. So the toxic behavior, being an enabler and abuse, the reality is, men, the reality is that we get to this point because of the toxic men, because of the ones that use peace as a form of, oh, and I felt this one strong, because the guy was telling y'all about over the summer that, we were talking and kind of exploring. I felt that was strong because he made a statement to me. Peace was like, it's like every time we had a discussion, it was peace, peace. You need to be my peace. Talking about peace. And peace, peace, peace. And I'm like trying to understand, where is this brother coming from? Why is it always looking for me to be his peace? it's like he was saying, I need to know that you're gonna be all of this before we could even be together. But the peace, what I kept feeling was the pressure of him wanting me to just do things and be a certain way that just made him feel. How can I explain this? How can I explain this? The way he put it so many times was, he was like, if you can't be my peace, then we can't be together. And my question to him was, what does that look like to you? I did ask him. I said, what does that look like to you? What does being your peace look like? Like, what is it that you would require of me? Since this is something you hone in so much on. And I figured out that there obviously had to be a time and place where, yes, I was just getting ready to say it, Mike. I figured out there had to be a time and a place, Mike. There had to be a time and a place where he had a past relationship or some past experiences that was so disruptive for him. It was just so important that he kept focusing on that and focusing on that and focusing on that. That he kept focusing on that. Okay. All right. I don't want to miss this. Hey, Ricardo. Claudette said, if a man believes that you are responsible for his peace that he does not have himself, it is due to failure. You can bring peace, but you cannot be his peace. Thank you, sis. And that is actually how he kept making me feel. Like it was my obligation to bring peace to him in a way that he was lacking. And it wasn't him telling me, I don't have this. But the more we talked, the more I got to know him, the more I realized the leadership, the self-soothing, the spiritual relationship, the groundedness, the being grounded, the having the foundation he did not have. He did not have. Because there were so many conversations and situations. He was in a financial struggle. Listen, we all are getting financial struggles from time to time. And some of us stay in financial struggles. We can't always predict how life is going to go. That's not the problem. That wasn't the problem. But there was always something going on. There was always something happening. And it seemed like he could never get a handle. And by him never getting a handle, he would call me at times. And I know he was looking for me to be his peace. I know he was looking for me to kind of, give him, be that sounding board, be that listening ear. And I would do that. But what got it for me, y'all, was when it was reversed and I needed that, it showed me he didn't have that foundation because he gave me nothing in return. Like, I had a situation, it was very emotional for me, and I was upset, and I was crying, and I was like, let me call him, and I might as well have talked to Caden, to be honest. So I realized he was looking for something, he needed something, but he didn't have it to give back. He didn't have it himself. So maybe, Mike, in the fact that he was dealt with relationships, and we have to sometimes look at ourselves, maybe the fact or the point may have been in him looking for peace from others is because he didn't have it himself. He didn't have it himself. Let me read what Cluttis said. That was good. Okay. So Kevin said, well, that man was weaponizing peace as a form of control, and you were within your right to give him the vapors. Yeah, that is literally how I kept feeling. Like it was some type of, he was trying to see where he could control me to make sure that I was in place where he needed me. So when we talk about the toxic side of men saying that, the toxic side of people saying that, and let's be fair, because y'all know we gonna go both sides with it, because women do it as well. But I think some things weigh heavier on one side more than the other. And this tends to be one. When you're always hearing a man say, be my peace, you gotta be my peace. Finley said, just my opinion, you don't have to be completely compatible, but you do have to be understanding. Like I said, communication is the key. I'll tell someone in a heartbeat, there are too many people out there to try to fit a square in a circle home. There is a piece for everyone. Peace, P-I-E-C-E, for everyone. Sometimes you have to sand it, but it can't fit. Huh, nice. Lisa said he wants his mama. Y'all see the difference in the men's responses and the women's responses? And this brings such a point because, let me go back, because Tony also said that. Tony also said he's looking for his mama. So I guess that means where you are in yourself, where your peace lies. Because remember, Mike talked about the philosopher? Our experiences make us philosophers in our personal situations. So we know what we're talking about because they were our personal situations. So when we talk about it with a passion. We talk about it with a lot of energy, a lot of zeal, because I know what I'm talking about. I went through that thing. But Lisa said he wants his mama. Whoo. That's a good one, sis. Because, like it was said, like Kevin was saying, it definitely was a toxic type situation, because coupling it with what Kevin said and Lisa saying, and Tony said at one point, he's looking for his mama. He wants his mama. That means he was looking for something that that was not going to be given. Weaponizing peace as a way of control. Thank you, Kevin. I was looking for a good way to put that. Later, Finley. Talk to you later. Weaponizing peace as a way of control. Love that. Love that. Claudia said, if my man is cutting the grass and he's at peace, Pitbull attacks him and disrupts his peace. All I can do is be there to clean his wounds and not make things worse. That is being peace. I have nothing to do with breaking his peace. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Kevin said yes. Claudia said, sorry, I didn't mean to hit sin. As yet, wanted to clarify. Okay. Okay. Kevin said to Lisa, now, my sister, the last thing I want is my mother in my relationship. LOL. The last thing you want is your mother in your relationship. I don't know. Depends on how good mom's advice is and mom's input is. But peace is something else that he said, y'all, that stood out to me. He said a man who's looking for a woman to give him peace means there's something that's out of order. And there's something that's out of place in his life. There's something out of order and out of place in his life that he's looking for his mama. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. That he's looking for a woman to order them and place them. And like Philly was saying, like, you can't put a square in a circle. You can't put a square in a circle, which means that it's out of order. It's not properly placed. It's not properly positioned. It's not properly shaped. It's not properly shaped. I'm coming back. He also said, oh, I love this part. When he said, if you do that, ladies, if you take on this role as this man's piece, at some point you are emasculating him. And you will pay for it. Because if he is out of order and he doesn't have his own peace, and he hasn't found his own foundation and doesn't have his own grounding, and he looks for you to do it, woo! I'm going to tell y'all something in a minute. And he looks for you to do it, at some point he's going to feel emasculated. And he is going to and he's going to make you the bad guy. I need you to be my peace. I need you to be my calm. I need you to bring this to me and that to me and that. And then when you bring it, and he sits back and look at like, dang, she controlling this and she controlling that. And I can't even be this. And I can't even do that. But yet, you asked her to be all of these things. Remember we talking about toxic peacemaking, toxic peace acting. So the warning that the guy gave in the video, when he said about emasculating him, hey, Nikki. Okay, so Mike said, I hate that my other phone is not... because I really would like to read from here. Okay, bam, it's catching up. All right. Mike said, if your partner doesn't have peace within themselves, oh, you can bet that you will never have peace, and probably because of past relationship PTSD. But when you give the same guy the peace that he desires, he will probably still be insecure as the relationship progresses. It's hard for fools like that to see the love when it's there because of that past trauma. I can't be your Dr. Phil because you putting up walls. Just saying. My brother Mike. Kevin said, the problem I have with this man's proclamation is the absence of his lady to add weight to his statement. Much like Derek Jackson. He's offering advice for something he himself is guilty of doing. How do we know he's guilty of doing that? You comparing the two, Kevin? I don't know. Why would he need his woman to add weight to his statement? He gave a statement, and a warning to women. I don't really think he needed his woman to back him up. And I don't necessarily see a comparison. I didn't watch a lot of Derek Jackson stuff. He came out and said what he said, did what he did. But he's offering up advice on something he himself is guilty of doing. We don't know that he's guilty of doing that. We don't know. It doesn't sound like to me that he's asking a woman to be his piece. It sounds like to me that he's giving women advice based off of knowing how a man can be and how that can be toxic in a situation, in a relationship. I can't say he himself is guilty of it. Nikki said, I'm sorry, if we're talking about mature older folks dating, you should already be whole. No one is in charge of you. No one is in charge of being your peace. I'm not saying they should be bringing chaos to your life, but folks need to work on themselves before they get in these relationships, especially older folks. Yes, ma'am. Most definitely so. Most definitely so. And that is the whole point. I feel like that is the whole point of what he was saying, kind of in a nutshell. You need to be your own peace. If you are not your own peace, if you can't calm your own storm, why are you expecting someone else to do it? And like Nikki said, it's not about wanting somebody to come in and add chaos. That's not it at all. That's not it at all. And contrary to what some men think and feel, we don't like to argue. We don't like to argue. Like Mike pointed out, women are different, men are different. We express ourselves in different ways. So if I come to you and say, I'm angry about something, my feelings are hurt about something, I want to discuss something, not yelling at you, not pointing my fingers and doing all this and cursing you out and disrespecting you, and you say all you want to do is argue all the time, you have broken the connection that I needed and that I was reaching for to communicate with you. To communicate with you. Because we just do it in different ways. It comes in different manners. And we have to respect that there's different ways and different manners of communicating with one another. Did I miss this? Mike said, yeah, I did miss this. Mike said childhood trauma may play a part in not being able to show peace and love because of family hardship. Not having a nuclear family woman raising young men, no fathers in the home to teach or to be examples of what a real man is like when raising his son or daughter. I know that things happen and we are not perfect, but what about how we are raised? Mike, you on it tonight, brother. You on it tonight, brother. Jayla said, hey, Jayla. Jayla said, what are your thoughts on a man asking for a woman to be his peace and a woman asking a man to be her protector or her provider? In comparison, Jayla, I think you're saying, let me read it again. What are your thoughts on a man asking for a woman to be his peace and a woman asking a man to be her protector or provider? Okay. So that's a good question, Jayla. That's a good question. Because when we put it, because remember, we want to talk about the negatives and the positives. Because there are people dealing with the negatives. But we want to give the positives on how this can be better and how a brother may kind of see how him saying that could be a red flag, and how a sister can kind of see what she needs to do to understand where this man is coming from. So my thoughts, Jayla, I feel like men need certain things. Men need certain things. Men need certain things. And love is not the first thing that they need. Love is not the first thing they need. I think the biggest thing that a man needs, and brothers correct me if I'm wrong, is respect. Is respect. If respect is there, I think that's a huge umbrella. The word respect on top of this umbrella for a man. Getting some hearts. The word respect. This is respect on the umbrella. Everything underneath is going to fall in place under this umbrella of respect. How we speak to him, how we show him appreciation, how we are angry with him, how we make love to him, how we take care of his innate needs like hunger, things of that nature. Women look to be protected and provided for. Umbrella. Protected and provided for. If we feel that, oh man. If we feel protected, if we feel provided for, we will fall right into place. We will fall right into place. Kevin made a good point. Women are nurturers. We're nurturers. We set the tone for the peace in the home. We set the tone for the rearing of the children. We set the tone. But the man, the husband takes that tone and he makes music out of it. Like, yo, this is a beat. I'm not a musician. I don't do music, y'all, so y'all help me out. This is the tone that the woman is setting. And this is the maestro that's going to take that tone and make beautiful music for that household. So, Jayla, good question. So that piece we talking about, that positive relationship piece, I want to be my man's piece. I do. I want him to think about me and be like, I can't wait to get home to be with that girl. And I want to be able to think about my man and be like, if anything happens right now, I know my baby gonna handle it. I know he gonna take care of that. I have never in my life, y'all, had that. I have never had it. I have never fully had it without some type of stipulation. And I am 50. Never had it. And maybe childhood traumas, life situations. So I'm not going to blame it on every man I've been with. Maybe it's because I didn't know how to receive it or get it or know what it even looked like. We can't always blame it on the other person. We can't always blame it on the other person. Thank you, Jayla. Woo, girl. That did something. Thank you, Jayla. So having that peace, y'all, this is good to me. Like, I'm loving this. Having that peace. Internal peace is not the same as external peace. They're not the same. You're right, Kevin. They are not the same at all. They are not the same at all. External and internal peace are not the same. So we don't have that internal peace. The external is going to be all. There is none. There is none. There is none. Although they're not the same, they can't exist without one another. They cannot exist without one another. Kevin, you know you always bring it up. Ding, 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 ding. Counseling. Counseling, counseling, counseling. Counseling can help you get, receive, keep, have, and understand and know peace. That internal peace. Internal peace. The best thing. Kevin said, Donna, all what you described is what peace is. Mike said, togetherness is a symphony. Donna, that's the peace us men are talking about. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And we understand. We understand the peace y'all talking about. But, again, I love videos like this. And I love things coming from a male perspective because I'm a woman and I want to understand. I want to understand. Like I'm sure we all do. Because I never want to feel like, I never want my man to feel like I'm emasculating him. Have I done that before in past relationships? Of course I have. Of course I have. Not bragging on it, not boasting on it. But you live, you learn better, you do better. And you learn what that looks like. But that's particular to individuals who come together and do that thing called communication and learn each other and learn how to love each other and love what one another needs. And that emasculating won't happen. And it won't happen. But that internal peace, when you have that internal peace, whoever comes along in your life or whoever does not come along in your life, there's no disrupting it. It's not going anywhere. Do women need peace? Hells yeah! Man, y'all, I'm not gonna lie. When I got out of my last relationship, woo! The peace. Oh my gosh. Yes, women need peace. Women need peace. I want to be able to have some time by myself. I want to be able to go with my girls on a trip. I want to be able to enjoy. Oh my gosh. All I can say, y'all, is honestly, this joy I have, this peace I have, the world didn't give it to me, so the world couldn't take it away. So, women do need peace. We do. We need peace just as much as y'all do. We all have the need, necessity for the same type things because we were created with the same type flow going through us. There's just different ways that we need to get to it and we need to have it. But we all need it. We definitely need peace. Kevin, women plus rose equals peace. My boy Kevin is always gonna come in with something, y'all. Yeah. Kevin always joking on the rose. He be tripping on the rose, ladies. Tell Kevin, whatever, Kevin. But women do need peace. We definitely need peace. Claudette said, I know we joke. Okay, put the glasses back on. I know we joke about a man wanting his mother. When my son gets confused or really upset, even really sick, he comes and lays on his mother's shoulder because that's where he found his first peace. And they chase that in a woman, but they have to find that internal peace. Not the same thing, sis. Not the same thing. I get what you're saying, but I don't think it's the same thing. When Caden, because I can't say Rajan, y'all, because Rajan is far away. Yeah, I can't say Rajan. You know how I'm gonna say Rajan? Because my son will text me. Of course, being over in London, we texting because ain't no calling, and I don't know who paying that bill. But he'll text me, and he'll text me about his day or a situation that has happened, or a new job that he's gotten, a new part that he's gotten, a new role that he's auditioning for. And we'll have conversations and we'll laugh, through text. And to me, that's what you're saying, sis. That's that needing your mother and wanting to tell her, wanting to let her know what's going on in your life, even though you're an adult. That's a different kind of peace, sis. I get you. I get you on that. But I think it's a different kind of peace. When Caden wants to come in here, because he's a young man, he's growing, he's getting to that point. When he wants to come in here and just lay on the bed and just kind of chill and say nothing, that's him needing that maternal peace. Because it's necessary. We talking about them mama's boys that I can't even wash my clothes because I need you to be my peace. I need you to do my laundry. I need you to teach them boys how to wash their clothes. A real man can't be emasculated by a woman. If a man is or allows that, then he's not ready mentally. Sir, let's read it again. A real man can't be emasculated by a woman. If a man is or allows that, then he is not ready mentally. Kevin said facts. I'm going to say facts on that one too. Mike said, Sister Claudette Brown, that is nurturing, not the same. But laying your head on a good set of DDs is okie dokie. Boy, you so stupid. Yo, Mike is our brother from another mother. It's some of the people we grew up with. Do not agree. Why don't you agree, sis? Why don't you agree that it's different? Claudia says she does not agree. Let's see why she doesn't agree. Oh, it's 9:03, y'all. It's 9:03. Tell us, sis, why you don't agree. And then we're going to wrap this thing up. Another good conversation, y'all. I hope we got some... I hope that someone was helped tonight. I hope that someone enjoyed this and learned something and may see something from a different perspective, a different point of view than maybe they thought before. Or, or they know that the way they think and the way they are doing is solid and the best way to go. It's not always about changing someone's mind. We're not here to change each other's minds. We're here to be here for one another and love and understand one another. All right. So Clutter says she does not agree. I don't know if she's typing. Um, don't want to miss anything or anyone's comments. But again, the videos will be posted. I'm going to post it immediately after. So if you want to come back, sis, and answer, please do. And we'll still be able to see it and comment on it. But I'm curious to see why you don't agree. Yeah, this was fun tonight. This was fun tonight. Y'all, I'm liking Thursdays. I'm not gonna lie. Because my Fridays, whew, I kind of felt locked in. I love y'all, but my Fridays, I kind of felt locked in. Because Fridays, when you take off on them trips, and you know, the Sabbath comes in for my household, and the things that we used to do, we were kind of getting away from because everybody knew Friday night was Camp with Conversation. So we didn't want to interfere with that, but I'm enjoying this. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all coming on and sharing. We are over our hour, but I think it's so well worth it, the 5 minutes. But this definitely was fun tonight. I love y'all. Hey, love on someone. Show someone you care, even if they don't act like they got some sense. All right? All right, y'all. Y'all have the good rest of your week. Tomorrow is Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Love you guys. Night, Lisa. Oh, let me end. I'm sorry. YouTube first on my tablet because this was the first of me doing it. And I want to make sure